Disney vacations, all-inclusive resorts, cruises and family trips to Idaho. Travel to your favorite place and have a celebration. Sandpiper Vacations.
Broadcasting from the Sandpiper Vacation Studio. Welcome to Parents' Night Out with no new friends. The comedy break every parent deserves. This is the podcast where parenting meets pure, unfiltered fun. Real, raw hilarity. It's your night out without the kids, where nothing is off limits. And we say what everybody else is thinking. Whether you're a parent or just need a good laugh, we've got the adult humor you crave. So kick back, relax, and get ready to let loose with us. This is Parents' Night Out with no new friends.
I can see and hear that you're watching Squid Games.
Oh, you can hear it?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I just finished it too.
I finished it last night because Brandon fell asleep and I couldn't wait. I was
finished
like,
it last night as
I'm
well.
watching this.
I wish I would have known that you watched Squid Games because we could have texted back and forth.
This is the first time.
This is the first time that what?
I've experienced this.
So are you on? Oh, you're on season 3, season 2 or season 3?
Okay, I'm not on season 3. My child is on season 3.
See, how can you sit there and it's there? Like, I couldn't, there's no way.
No, I was watching it before. Okay, so Lewis went and got dinner, and so we were sitting there. I was doing Legos, and she was watching Squid Games.
I didn't
know
here's the
funny thing.
I didn't know you changed Lewis's penis to Legos.
There's a child in here.
What?
But she's so funny because it doesn't matter if it's 30 seconds or 3 minutes. If they're not playing a game, she's fast forwarding through it. This is the boring part, she says. She's only watching it for the games.
Oh my God.
There's so much good stuff in between. Like,
I know, but she's 10.
I get it.
You know, she's like literally fast forwarding through, and I'm watching her, and I'm like, okay, that was 30 seconds. Like, we couldn't.
What a disappointing ending. Like, disappointing, but also like, I get it. And it makes the whole thing, and we won't give any spoilers because this is, spoiler alert, we started recording.
It's going to be hard to not.
I'm not going to give away any spoilers, but as much as I didn't like the ending of the game, I did like the ending of the show.
But did you not see that coming?
Oh, I did see it coming. It was so predictable.
I mean, I knew that was coming forever. Like, you knew that was what was going to happen. But I'm with you. I didn't. There were certain things I didn't understand, so we'll have to talk about that later.
Yes, yeah, we'll give it a week or two, and then we can talk Squid Games on the air.
The last. This is it.
Well,
this is the 3 seasons.
See, spoiler.
Well,
I can't.
No.
Okay. Don't tell me.
Don't read the news because it was all over my feed.
It's all over the place. This is the last season of this Squid Game.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, she told me in February or something like that Stranger Things was coming out that month, and we sat there, waited.
God, I know.
We were at separate houses, and I'm like, okay, is she gonna text me? Like, what's going on? We're supposed to have.
Where is it? I've been waiting forever. God, it's like,
did you hear about that release date?
What?
Oh. It's coming out in 3 parts, okay?
Oh, I did see that. Yeah.
Yep.
Again,
Christmas Day.
No, first part is Thanksgiving.
No, sorry, Thanksgiving. Second part, Christmas. Third part, New Year's.
Yeah.
So I'm busy for the holidays.
but at least
don't call me.
Like all within a month and a half of each other.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so ready.
Same.
I've been ready.
Same.
I mean, goodness.
Yeah, but you have to think that the amount of time that they've taken, it's going to be so good.
Oh, for sure.
Like 50.
They are going to be 50.
That's okay.
But you know what I mean? It's just, I'm ready. I'm ready. I want to see.
So if you haven't picked up on it, Chris, Nick, Darren, all unavailable tonight. So tonight is ladies' night.
Mm-hmm. There's only one penis here.
There is only. So I
can say that, right?
Yeah, you could say that. I made us a song for ladies' night tonight.
Okay.
It's ladies' night, grab your wine and a chair. Scott's crashing the party, but we don't care. Sarah and Miranda with the gossip we need. Parent life's a circus, but we're taking the lead. It's Parents' Night Out, let the stories ignite. With
laughter and love under podcast lights. So sit back, relax, it's a wild delight. Got Sarah, Miranda, it's ladies' night. It's ladies' night.
That's right, it's ladies' night. Hey, girl, hey.
Hey. How you doing?
I'm good. So listen, I had this vision because we weren't going to record tonight. And then, and then Darren's, actually Chris was the one who encouraged me, why don't you just do an episode with the girls? That'll be fun. I was like,
yay, Chris.
Yeah, that could be fun.
Yes.
But then I struggled. I was like, I don't know what we're going to talk about.
Girl stuff.
Girl stuff. Yes, exactly. We're going to talk about girl stuff. So the first thing I want to talk about, I'm going to unlock the secrets of the universe tonight. Okay. My two closest female friends are going to share all, tell all. This should be a Patreon exclusive, but it's not. We're releasing it out to the world. And this is how we're going to understand women a little bit better. Okay. So buckle in. Yep. Get that exfoliation creams out, pluck those eyebrows and get ready for ladies' night. All right. So do either of you have your purse in front of you?
Nope.
No.
Okay. That's okay.
But I know what's in it.
That's okay. Okay, good. We'll start with Miranda. How big is your purse?
Right now?
Right now.
It's small. It's like a little, I don't know. Yeah. It's a little small.
Okay. So
bag.
before it was this little small bag. How big was it?
Yeah, I had one of those sling ones that go across you.
The crossbody?
It was basically like a fanny pack, but
Yeah. Why do I know crossbody and you don't?
I know that, but it's not technically a crossbody. It's sling bag, basically.
Sling bag.
I think that's what they call them.
Okay.
For us. I don't know.
I'm learning something new today. Sling bag.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Sarah, how big is your purse?
Probably this like medium size. Because I have a lot of stuff, but I'm trying to downsize because my last bag was a mom tote. That's what I call it, the mom tote.
Yes.
Yep.
Rachel.
Everything was in it.
Rachel has the Mary Poppins bag. Like
that's a good one.
The legit, like she's got to have like weights to counterbalance the back. I mean, I don't know what's all in there. It's massive.
Everything. It's everything, literally.
So what is,
you never know.
So talk to me. What do you all have in your purses?
I mean, so right now I can't even fit my wallet in there. So I have my ID, my check card, lipstick, lip gloss, my keys usually, some money. That's about it right now. For me, that's great. But I do take a second bag, like a little backpack when the kids go with me, packed with their stuff. So I have my little purse and then I take their little bag. So,
and that's a fair point because Sarah, though she may not have a purse, always has a lounge fly, correct?
Yeah, I do. Well, I do have like 20 upper 20s.
Yeah, you got to cycle them through.
I need more.
Yeah. Oh, it's insane.
So
it's insane.
What do you have in your purse?
Oh my gosh. A full wallet, a hairbrush, my medication, 3 perfumes, a notebook.
So your bathroom,
2 pairs
bedroom.
of sunglasses, a couple of chargers. Yeah, it's pretty intense. Oh, my car keys, of course. Yeah. And then I'm always that person that like keeps grabbing more stuff. Like my purse is small, but what's on my person is a lot. Because then I'm carrying like my jacket and I've got my phone. Oh, my AirPods are there.
That too.
Like everything. And I downsized.
I feel like with the size that you described, though, this is a magical purse that could just fit in so much stuff.
I mean, nobody can see this, but it's, I don't know. It's a medium-sized purse. That's what I go with.
Okay.
I forgot my knife. I keep my knife with me at all times.
Tell me you live in Tennessee
Universal Studios.
You live in Tennessee.
Confiscated mine.
Wait.
What?
Have I never told you that story?
No. Do tell. Do tell, girl.
Yes.
Okay, so... So like a while ago, before I met Lewis, I went to Universal and I had a business, let's say, that sometimes you dealt with shady people. And it's probably exactly what you're thinking.
Okay.
Or hopefully not. But
for
maybe,
legal
I don't
purposes,
know. Anyway.
we won't go into details on what business it was.
Well, it's legal now. So anyways. Anywho's, so I carried, weaponry on me, and I did not realize that the purse that I had, the liner in it, you understand that, right? That liner in it. Okay.
Yes.
It ripped at the seam. I'm just making sure, Scott. It ripped at the seam and the weaponry fell through that liner. No. And I get to security at Universal and they did. Oh my God. It's so embarrassing. This was like, the parks were already closed. I was just trying to get into City Walk and they did their security sweep and I started going off and all of a sudden the sheriff started coming around and turns out it was a very not legal weaponry because of the size of it.
Wait,
switchblade?
It sounds like I was
it a
carrying,
switchblade?
Yes. Yes. It sounded like I was carrying a sword, but it was like an 8-inch switchblade or something like that. And I was super I was like, oh my God, look at all this stuff because they start pulling all my stuff out of my purse. They're ready to take me. And I was like, guys, I buy my stuff from the thrift store. I don't know what to tell you. Like, because they had to go into my purse and physically get it because obviously the nature of it, I couldn't go in and get it myself. So they're like digging through the liner. And I was like, how? I didn't even know it was there. I just bought this from the thrift store, mind you. I knew it was there. So they wanted to take me and the knife, but they only took the knife. And then I thought I was like banned forever. And then I bought passes and I learned everything is okay. But I definitely thought I had a ban for that.
That was close.
I kind of don't buy secondhand. I don't carry weaponry on me anymore. But I also don't really buy secondhand purses anymore either. You lose too much stuff, apparently.
Yeah, that's smart.
Okay.
I didn't go to college, so that's my when I was in college story,
That's hey, I'll take it. Neither of you mentioned feminine products. What do you do with those?
Oh yeah, I totally have that too.
Oh, that's
when
just
it's
a given.
that time. Yeah, I don't take it all the time. I have some in my car, so that way if I'm out.
But what if you're out and in the car, but you're parked at lot E of the mall? I don't know. Do women still go to the mall? I don't know. You're somewhere where it's not convenient to go back to your car. Do you know? But the timing and all that. You've got the apps with the calendars and the stuff.
Mine's always on me because anxiety.
I get it.
I don't want to be but I also have everything is individually wrapped. So I have a little bag that has everything else in there. I have those Ipsy bags, you don't know what that is? I don't
know what an Ipsy bag is.
Do you know what that is, Miranda?
I know what an Ipsy bag is, but
it's a makeup subscription
I used
that you get every month.
Oh, okay.
And so they come in cute little bags. So I use the bags for everything.
Those are fun.
The products come individually wrapped. So you keep those in there, a couple lip glosses, a perfume roller, some hand sanitizer, and that's all in my purse.
Well, and so for me, if I think or I know it's about to be that time or it's even close, that's when I definitely keep them in my purse. And then, like I said, I always have them in the car. So.
Okay. Here's a question. Mm-hmm. Do either of your husbands know when it's about to be your time?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. He would say yes.
Oh, I know for sure. I definitely get yelled at for breathing.
I was really cranky about 7 days ago. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
But okay.
I'm hurting and nauseous. So yeah. But then that could be other things too. So that's scary. There's always that scary thought.
Do either of your husbands have the balls to say, hey, is it almost that time?
I say it first.
Yeah, I usually do too.
Good for both of you. You know what? I would love that heads up because let me tell you, good on both of you. This is why you both have strong and healthy marriages, because you give the hey, I'm going to be bitchy in the next couple days, just a heads up. And then I would like to know, because then I'll step up my game a little bit. I'll do a little bit more laundry. I'll make sure that the dishes, I'll steer the kids away. We're on DEFCON 3. Stay away. I want to know these things.
I wouldn't say that I warn ahead of time, though. I'm I realize I've been mean all day. Literally a week ago, I said to Lewis, I'm oh my God, I'm so sorry. I've been so mean all day. Please forgive me. It must be that time. Sure enough, there it was.
Yeah. Well, It's as I've gotten older, I feel like that's gotten worse too. Because I don't feel like it used to affect me that way. Like, people always say PMS, blah, blah, blah. I don't feel like that used to be a thing. But since having kids and getting older, my hormones are insane. So
it's not just the hormones, it's the kids.
Well, that too. Yeah, everything.
Kids
Everything is
ruin
insane.
But
Don't
she
get me
has
started.
boys.
Yes.
She's got boys. See, I've got one who's got a hot water bottle right now, and she wants some hot tea and like an ibuprofen. So
It's like I have my lobster, and I don't have a girl to share that with. So, you ever heard of the lobster, Sarah? It's like a heating pad, but it's one of those ones that you heat up, and it just like lays on you, and
we do the hot water bottles.
It's kind of like that, but it's a lobster.
But
He
we
makes me
got
happy.
at Cracker Barrel, the youngest, she got one of those, I forget what it's called, like a wormy or something like that, but you heat him up in the microwave. Anyways, he's a goose.
Oh,
Oh.
we have a
he's
lot of
little
those.
Goose.
I get them for my kids. So
I don't think we've actually warmed it up yet, but
You should.
now's the
great.
time.
Now is the best time. Sarah, are you drinking Clearly Canadian?
That is my favorite.
Oh my gosh,
I
I
love
love that
Clearly
stuff.
Canadian.
For the
Just so you
longest,
know,
I
they're
couldn't
buy
find
one,
it.
get one at Publix. Sorry,
What's
Miranda.
the calorie count on that?
I don't know. You don't have Publix up there, do
Oh
you?
yeah, we're getting a brand new one 2 minutes down the road from us
Really?
right now. It's
Publix?
opening. Yes, we have Publix here. We have one across town in Spring Hill.
Yeah, right? I'm kind of surprised.
And then I've got one opening up right down the street. I'm pointing as if anybody can see. But
What are your thoughts on the
80.
pub sub and the 80 calories? Ooh.
they are a little high,
So
but
worth
I
it.
still
20
love them.
grams of sugar.
Drink
It's
it.
okay.
I used to love those as a kid.
Me too.
And then they came back. I was so excited. They came back, and I'm like, oh my God, I got to get this bottle.
They're expensive.
Never drank it. I still have it. It's just sitting in my fridge.
I just
I
couldn't
buy-
find them forever.
I buy cases now. Okay. I've got 2 cases backup of cans of strawberry, and they don't have cans of raspberry. So I just bought 12
Wait,
BOGO.
cans? There's cans?
Yeah. There's like little, they look like
What? Where have
like
I been?
Red Bull cans, I guess, like that
my
size,
gosh.
the small skinny ones.
and it's got vodka in it. So Clearly Canadian has gotten into the seltzer.
I wish.
That would be,
Spiked
they
seltzer
should.
game.
I'm just
That would
trying
be awesome.
trying to support the Canadians,
What's that all
Made in
about?
Kentucky.
That's my people.
All right, I've got some cocktail confessionals. Okay.
Okay.
So this is our first ladies' night, but you both have had ladies' nights before, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you sure, Sarah? Because you don't go anywhere without your husband.
Yeah, I really don't. That's why I hesitated when I said that. But does his
But you've
sister
had
count?
ladies' nights.
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
I don't
And
have
Miranda,
a lot
I
of them.
know you've had ladies' nights.
I try.
Okay, I want to know both of your most cringe story from a girls' night out.
Oh my gosh.
And this could be the most awkward attempt that a guy flirted with you, whatever it may be.
There's so many. Hold on. Does it time frame? It's just ever?
Whenever.
Oh my goodness.
Sarah's got one.
Go ahead.
I
Sarah.
do kind
Go
of.
for it. Go
Oh
for
my
it.
God. Okay. Sorry, babe. I think I've told you this story. Anyways, my 18th birthday, I went to the club one time and one time only, me and the girls. It was my 18th birthday. I had this cute little like strapless dress on, nice and fitted and stuff. Get out on the dance floor.
Cute.
All the guys are hitting on my friend. She's too busy getting wasted. She bought me a bottle of liquor for my 18th birthday, drank half of it herself before we got to the club, and then brought the other half to a BYOB party, and then gave me the empty bottle at the end of it and said, "Oh, I know you collect bottles, so here you go." But anyways, we were out on the dance floor. She's completely wasted. And she tried to pull me onto the dance floor, and she grabbed me by my dress, and the whole thing went down in the dance floor at the club.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I don't do girls' nights
You
very
win.
often. I don't do.
So
Scott's only playing the music because I said my 18th birthday. No.
I almost
It's
spit my drink out. That was so true. I didn't even think about that.
You did.
It's so
Her
true.
younger brother had to come and pick us up at the club. She lived, okay, Scott, for clarification, the club was in Daytona, beachside.
okay.
Oh, gosh.
And they lived out in DeLand, Deltona area.
Oh
so this is like a 35-minute drive. She was so wasted. I spent my entire birthday girls' night just holding her hair up and the whole thing.
Just your bra and panties.
I managed to get it up. I never wore that dress again. It was so cute, but every time I looked at it in my closet, I'm like, it's going to fall off me. There wasn't enough there to hold it up, I guess.
Yeah.
So.
Listen, when the dress came down, you had no problem getting many things up. Thanks. Anyway.
Thanks, Scott. Thanks, Scott.
Here at the Parents Night Out podcast, we do not sexualize women. All right. Miranda, tell us about a cringeworthy ladies' night out.
Oh my gosh. There's too many and my brain doesn't work the way it used to. So I'm just going to have to pull one from most recent, I guess. Ugh. I don't know if I would call it cringeworthy. Okay. So we were living in California.
Wait a second. I didn't know you lived in California.
Yes. So my ex-husband was in the Navy.
I did know this.
Yeah.
I did know this.
We were living in San Diego and so embarrassing. I had a friend that lived in the military housing, and we decided to go out for St. Patrick's Day. And my ex stayed home. I had my oldest son at this time. And I hadn't gone out. Like, I never went out. Like, I was literally, we had one car. I had no family around. I was pretty much at home all the time. I didn't work, nothing. So I was like, I'm going out for St. Patrick's Day. So we went.
Are you Irish?
I've got Irish in me.
So your husband's Irish.
You have Puerto Rican in me.
All the time, right? No. So I used to just love St. Patty's Day. Like, I loved going out and having fun. So we went down to this bar down the street. Literally, we could walk there. So we walked down there, and we went early, and we started early drinking the green beer probably, but then we started having Jaeger bombs. Yes, which is back when I could stomach Jaeger bombs. I can't anymore. If I smell that stuff, I will vomit. Just the thought of it makes me want to throw up. But we were just pairing them up, and we were two of the only young females there. And so, of course, people were just buying drinks and, everybody was going crazy. And it was a lot of fun. We were dancing and having a good time until the next thing you know, actually, no, somebody gave me a cigarette and I didn't even really smoke, but I was drunk. So obviously I wasn't thinking. So I smoked the cigarette, and the next thing you know, I'm on the ground in the parking lot and looking up at the paramedic that's trying to wake me up to make sure I'm alive, because Amber called the paramedics because she thought I was dead because I had passed out cold on the concrete, and everybody's out there like it's the most embarrassing thing ever. And yes, I was alive, but apparently something was laced in that cigarette and me drinking all night and everything. So anyway, they got me up. I got a little better. We took a cab home, and you can't throw up in the cab or they charge you, which I did. So I did pay. And then I get home, and my husband, of course, at the time is just going off on me. We won't get started about him. He was whatever. And I mean, I'm in the bathroom. I make it to the bathroom, just sick as a dog. He's taking pictures of me, sick and miserable, and still yelling at me, and all day the next day. And I'm like, as if I didn't feel bad enough, and I was humiliated and didn't really have as much fun as I had intended. But that just shows you I didn't drink a lot at that time, so it didn't take much. Plus somebody drugged me. I swear they did.
Sure.
So yeah, that was not my best moment, but yeah, that's the most recent one that I can remember. Wink, wink.
You can remember, right?
One of the really bad ones was actually a night with Brandon, but we'll talk about that on another time. If
We've got time.
If we're only doing girls' night, then this one is even more embarrassing. Like,
let's hear. We've got time.
Listen, okay, so I told him we would never speak of this again. So I don't know, Matt. I don't think I told you, Scott, but all right. So we like to go to concerts, and we don't get out much. And Grandma was going to watch the boys that night.
Best concert ever. Which one?
Oh gosh, best concert ever. That's so hard. I mean, Bruno Mars was pretty good.
I love the Bruno Mars concert.
So good. We went to Memphis and we thought we were going to die.
Baby making music going on in that.
That was a good one. But I've spent a bit so many. So but that night we were going to see some hard rock. We were going to see Avenged Sevenfold and Breaking Benjamin and stuff like that. Oh, and Falling in Reverse. I don't know if you know who any of those people are, but anyway, so we went
Breaking
out.
Benjamin, yes.
Okay. So we went out and I was like, I'm not going to drink much. We're just going to go have fun. I wore like a little skirt, but it had shorts under it. And like, you know, so I was looking cute, whatever. So we get there, we start having a few drinks. I didn't eat a lot. I never really want to. And he's always like, you should eat. You're going to be drinking. And I'm like, no, I'll be fine. And I watched the Falling in Reverse show, had a few beers. I was fine. Well, then I'm like, I need something a little stronger, you know? So stupid. So we make our way over to they have little, it's at the Bridgestone Center. That's the big place downtown Nashville where the Preds play. And they have a little convenience center in there that sells like, you know, beer and canned margaritas, apparently. These stupid little things called Cutwater. I don't know if you've ever heard of them. They're my enemy now. I will never. So I was like, okay, yeah, let me try that. So I had one. I'm like, oh, I'm not really feeling anything. I'm not even going to wait. I've left out the part where I actually took a gummy before we left too. So that's a whole nother thing.
Oh my God.
But I know, stupid. So, but I was like, I just want to relax. Yeah. Anyway, had that Cutwater. Well, come to find out, they have 12% alcohol in each can. And the can is like teeny tiny little baby can.
Oh
you know
my
those
God.
little baby cans of Coke? They're like those, but a little thicker.
Yep.
So I just, once you've had several, you're like, oh, I'm good. And so, of course, he kept buying them for me. And I guess at some point during the main show, I just disappeared. And he didn't come looking for me until the show was almost over. And I guess...
Hey, you didn't want to miss the show, naturally.
Yeah, that's pretty messed up. But anyway, I apparently passed out in the bathroom. The paramedics found me, took me to the paramedic tent. And he didn't have his phone with him because he never keeps his phone with him, which now he does.
Wait, who doesn't keep their phone with them?
Thank you. That's a whole nother situation with us. And so now he does. But he went to the car to check it and was like, you know, but here's the thing. I was so drunk. And I never do this. I left my phone with him under my seat. I didn't even have my phone with me. So no matter what, you weren't getting a hold of me. So finally he goes to the paramedic tent. Everybody's leaving. The place is like empty. And I'm laying on a gurney in there and just like out of it. And they're like, sir, I'm sorry. We have to take her to the hospital. Like, it's protocol. We can't. He's like, no, she's fine. Let me just take her. And they're like, no, I'm sorry. We got to take her to So they took me to the hospital. I remember waking up in the hallway because it was so packed because so many people were screwed up from that concert. They didn't have rooms for anybody. So they were putting IV, like fluids in me and oh God, it was awful.
Oh my God.
So like $3,000 later for the ambulance and hospital bill. We'll never forget that night. And yeah, now when we go to concerts, I don't drink. So
we should name this segment, How Many Times Have You Been Seen by the Paramedics?
It's serious, and that's what's so sad. Like, I don't... God,
Miranda, this is a whole new side of you that I didn't know existed.
There's so much, Scott. There's so much. You know, I am... that's why my name suits me so well. Wholesome.
The wholesome hottie.
Yeah.
So have you ever been to Mardi Gras? Do you show the tatas
Dude,
for the beads?
That's one thing I don't think I would ever do. We were talking about that last night. I would never go to Mardi Gras. No.
Wait, no. Okay. Why wouldn't you ever go to Mardi Gras? Because I
don't want to get killed. I'm afraid it's like just like I watch all these shows and these crime shows and like people are always just getting taken and like murdered, like just taken into an alley and you know.
Well, yeah, if you and your husband don't have phones on you, then yes, that's a possibility.
True. But I watched Girls Trip. Have y'all seen that movie? And that was hilarious. They looked like they had fun with Tiffany Haddish and Queen Latifah.
I'm sure they had a blast. Did they show the tatas?
They didn't, but they did some other crazy stuff. You should watch it. It's fun.
Now, would you be opposed to showing the tatas for some beads?
Yes, I want more than beads. I mean, God, what am I going to do with beads? It's ridiculous.
Nick will tell you.
You better give me something way more than beads for me to show you these beauties, okay? I say
All right,
beauties,
all
but
right.
we'll get into that.
Well, speaking of those beauties, you have a doctor's appointment coming up that you wanted to talk about.
I do. It's not that I so much want to talk about, but I have been trying to get people's opinions and, find out experiences. I've been talking about doing this for a while, but I've had 3 boys. I've breastfed all the boys. The girls are not where they used to be. They don't look the way they used to be. They don't fit in clothes the way they used to be. So tomorrow morning, my husband's going with me, which I told him he didn't have to, but he is, to a consult for breast augmentation and lift. So we will see. I've actually had it scheduled 3 times, the actual surgery, and canceled it or rescheduled it because, well, number one, it's expensive, and we're kind of trying to figure that out. Number 2,
OnlyFans.
Listen, I almost signed up today. It got to the part where you have to put in your ID, and I was like, oh.
Brilliant.
It's so terrible.
Help Mama Miranda get her boobs done.
Do you think that would work? Do you think people...
I absolutely think it would work.
But here's the thing. So I kind of feel guilty because then it gets into this whole other thing where I don't want people's husbands who are lying to them and doing that to be... I don't want to make money off of those people. So that just makes me feel bad. Like... You know what I'm saying, Sarah?
What if the wives are
you're too
encouraging
empathetic for it?
Exactly.
Same.
Seriously, like
Same.
as much as I know I could probably do really well, I'm my conscience would like eat me alive. I just don't think I could do it. So I don't know, Scott. What do you think?
Talking to someone who has zero shame when it comes to live streaming and stuff, I'm the wrong person to ask, because if I had something to make money off of on OnlyFans, I would have been there months ago, years ago.
You could do it. You would be surprised. People are
into different things, Scott.
I have gnarly feet.
You got a beautiful bald head.
Yeah, I wanted to try that, but Lewis is like,
Yes.
but you know what they're doing with those pictures? I'm like,
But it's your feet.
It's their feet.
If I could make the money for my breasts with my feet, I'll do that. And I've got great feet.
Listen,
So
you don't.
same. I wear a cute size 6.
we
Like
should do the feet thing. I mean, pay for our kids' college.
he's glaring at me.
Miranda, when I tell you you should join OnlyFans, what is your vision of what your OnlyFans would be?
See, that's the part I don't know either, because
All you have to do is get up there fully clothed and talk in your cute little Southern twang.
What?
And you'll have the boobs paid for in no time.
that's not true. They want to see stuff. Don't lie to me. I can do a little
It's true.
hint, like a hint.
Yeah, just wear something just a little bit more low
Which
cut.
I-
You don't have
I
to give
can
up
do
the
that.
goods.
Okay.
You got this. Listen, did I
Scott's
ever
gonna
beat
be
you
my
in a
manager.
battle? Yeah, I got you. Don't worry. Did I ever beat you in a battle on TikTok?
No, and you had
did I
way
have
more followers.
people? Yeah, exactly. Nobody's going to be paying for this bald head.
They might.
To be showing clavicles or whatever.
Well.
You're good. You got this.
Okay, one more thing about it is if I ever found out my husband was spending our money to do that, I would be that would probably be it. We'd be so
Too empathetic.
exactly.
But what if he had the conversation with you? Hey, I want to check out this OnlyFans and support these moms who are trying to get boob jobs.
No, but do you know something funny? Listen, the other night we were watching The Snake. Have you ever heard of The Snake? The show on TV.
I thought you were talking.
I know.
You were going a different direction.
No. We were watching this. It's this reality show, and this girl on there is an OnlyFans creator. And he was like, "What the hell is OnlyFans?" And I was like, "Have you been under a rock? Like, do you not know?" He literally had no clue. And I'm like, "Well, now he's gonna go look it up." And now when I say I'm doing
science.
it,
For science.
There's a woman in this town, all right, that she actually got her kid expelled from a private school because she had she drove an SUV and the entire back window was advertising her.
Okay.
Okay, now that makes sense. That's like saying I get paid for sex. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Hold on.
See her driving around town.
OnlyFans is not that, like, you can't do that kind of stuff
Well,
anymore.
I
Yes,
get
when OnlyFans
paid
first started,
show my body.
but that's the thing is, it's not like it used to be.
Okay.
I don't even think they allow nudity anymore.
Well, that's good for me then. I could
How familiar are you with this site?
Yeah, Scott. Why don't you, Scott, pull yours up real quick and let me and tell me what it says I need
Let
to
us
do.
navigate a little bit and just see what it's about.
But
Yeah.
now here's the thing. And I assume that most husbands who are enjoying OnlyFans, this is how it would go for them too. I would not get an OnlyFans without my wife knowing about it, because
She's
she would know
paying for
about it
it.
because she'd be paying for it, and it's on the joint credit card and all that. So I'd have to have the conversation ahead of time, like, hey, I'd like to join OnlyFans. So there would be that transparency, as there should be. So I'm sure that all the guys that would be going to check out your profile have had the conversations with their wives that, hey, I'm going to join OnlyFans. I'm going to help this mom of 3 boys get her boobs worked on.
Okay, but what if one of those amazing men ends up being one of my friend's husbands? And then how do I explain that? Like, these are the things that go through my head. And I mean, can you get on there and not put your name? I mean, are they going to know who
You just put the
are?
wholesome
Or-
hottie or mom
I
of
could
3
use that.
or
Do you have any tattoos or anything?
Mm-hmm.
See, they're going to know.
I have lots of tattoos. Yeah, they're gonna
They're
know.
gonna have a pool party and be like, oh, wait a second, I recognize
I've
that
seen
tattoo.
that. That's Miranda.
Oh,
You know
Wait,
what?
how many tattoos do you have, Miranda?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I have 6? 5.
I had
think.
no idea.
Yes, you did.
no idea.
We've had this discussion. Don't lie.
I don't know that we have.
We have. You just may have been. It's okay.
It's very
okay.
possible.
It was back in your before dying days.
Before dying, yeah. BD, before dying.
Yes. No. But
Yeah, but I'm the wrong person to give advice on the mentality you should have when starting a online streaming presence, because I literally put death, content was ahead of death for me. Like, I'm going to do jumping jacks in the middle of summer in Hollywood studios after having 6 beers
I paid
because
for that.
someone gifted a 50-cent potato.
I know. I was one of those. I wanted to see you do it. See?
Thank you for the 50 cents.
It was more than that. But seriously, people will pay. Like, and that's why I just signed up for this thing called Rover. I don't know if you guys, where you walk dogs and pets it. And there's no way I'm going to make enough money with that to do what I need to do. But only
if you started an OnlyFans, you'd have those tatas paid off in a week.
Gosh, my husband would be so happy.
Right. Yeah. Have the conversation. Hey,
He
I'm
already
gonna go
said
on
it's
OnlyFans for a
fine
little
as
bit.
long as I'm not doing
Then
it.
what are we doing here? What are we
no.
talking about?
Well, you set it up for me and you tell me what to do.
These guys are not your problem. The marriage problems of others are not your problem.
It's true. The problem was already there.
Exactly.
I'm just reaping the benefits, right?
Yes. Reap the benefit of those
finally,
broken homes.
you made it.
Okay, well, maybe tomorrow
you
I'll
just-
take my picture and put it in there. Maybe I'll take the step after I go to my boob appointment. Maybe I'll be like, oh my gosh, I have to do this, and then I will make one.
And then give yourself a cutoff.
Sarah, you're not going to be sad and judge me or like.
No,
No.
we're pushing you for
Okay,
this.
okay.
No judgment.
Sure.
No judgment at all. If you're listening to us on Spotify, please put in the comments
Yes.
right now, yes or no, should Miranda start an OnlyFans?
I'm very curious what everybody thinks.
Hey, then your best local OnlyFans. Well, she's not local.
But she's a part of a local podcast, so she can be best local OnlyFans.
Oh,
Look at that.
look at
For,
you, Sarah.
For vote.orlandoweekly.com.
I
And
love it.
speaking of which, we are nominated for Podcast of the Year. So just go vote.orlandoweekly.com under the category Local Notables, Best Local Podcast. That's Parents Night Out with No New Friends. Listen, you just take that money to the bank. Don't worry about everybody else's problems. And you know what? If you feel a certain way about it, this is a necessity for your mental health.
It's true.
Right? Okay.
I had a literal breakdown yesterday because my anxiety just overtook me trying on bathing suits, this whole thing. And so, yes, it is going to help my mental health. I know it sounds crazy, but
your health is important. Okay. You set parameters for this.
Okay.
Say, okay, I'm going to, once I make this amount of money
once I get it, I'm
to pay for the tatas, I'm out.
maybe.
I'm out. And then
My husband really wants this certain car. No, I'm just kidding. Kidding. I'm totally
you go
kidding.
for the car. Here's the thing to think about, Miranda. Well, it doesn't. And here's the thing to think about to help you sleep better at night. Okay. Don't worry about these husbands that are going on, because if they're not going onto your profile, they'd be going on to somebody else's. So why not make some money?
It may as well go to a good cause, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. I like where you're
And
at.
that's a cause that they're going to be into.
Exactly.
It's just not some random cause.
Well, and what I can say is, okay, once you help me get these, then I'll let you see how great they turned out, right? Right?
Yes. Yes, exactly.
Okay.
I was going to say, as soon as that's done, you're not going to want to go back.
Yeah.
Just going to want to continue the empire, you know? Just keep working on it.
Build. I'm just going to build. Oh, gosh. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know, you guys.
Well, this was a much better topic than text you shouldn't have sent. So I'm glad we went there.
I have something else that I need to bring up later or ask you guys about, but it has nothing to do with this. I just want to know your opinion.
Go for
it. Brandon,
this
I
is
hope you're not
ladies' night.
listening. So this morning, okay, you know the whole vasectomy thing we have going on, right? Well,
yes.
the swimmers are on their way to California to be tested.
We hit 20.
We did. Well, we went beyond that, but we sent them.
Good for you.
We sent them on a journey.
Get it, girl.
We sent them on a journey. We had more sex in 2 weeks than we probably had our whole marriage. But anyway,
wow,
not really.
Congrats.
Thank you. So they're on their way, and I've been tracking
By the way,
them.
don't talk about that on your OnlyFans.
I won't.
Nobody wants to know about the sex with your husband on the OnlyFans.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. There may be some.
Well, if you say I've had sex more in the last 2 weeks than in the last 8 years, then ka-ching, 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 ka-ching.
Yeah, it's true.
They don't need to know it was with your husband. Just
my what? my male friend. Anyway, yes. So it's on the way, getting it tested, but. So we kind of chilled out for a little bit. Because I've been a little, my hormones and my anxiety have been blah, 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 blah. So this morning.
Because of the saggy boobs.
They're not saggy. They're just not what they used to be, okay?
Okay.
Ugh, I hate that word. Gosh. Anyway.
Insult to injury, Scott.
Yes,
come on.
Thanks, Scott. Thanks.
It was an insult to the boobs, Sarah, not to injury.
Well,
There's
they're
no
a part of
involved.
me, okay? Anyway, okay, so this morning he's like ready for work and just walking around and looking at me weird, and I'm like, okay. And he just starts like, he's already dressed and like, he's like, okay, well, I'm gonna be leaving soon. I'm like, okay, I'm fixing to go to get the kids, get them ready. He just like starts pulling it out and like shaking it at me, and I'm like, what are you doing? And I'm like, what are you and then he walks over he's like, all right, well, I'm leaving. He gives me a kiss and like gives me a hug and just like rubs it on me, and I'm like, do you think that turns me on? Like, legit?
Yes, he does.
He does, and I'm like, do you want to have sex? Why don't you just kiss me or hug me or caress me or hold me? Do something. You rubbing yourself on me is not doing anything for me. Like, men and women are so different.
So different.
And he's
so
like,
different. You put the tatas in my face, I'm ready to
exactly.
go.
Like, but all he had to do was just kiss me a little and whatever.
I don't need to be kissed. I don't need to be hugged or caressed. Let's just go.
So I asked him later, guys, I was like, why? And he's like, well, it's like my mating call. And I'm like, oh my God, your freaking mating call? Are you kidding me?
Wait, is he going to start pissing on you too
I
to
know,
mark his territory?
Right? Oh, so I was like, you need to read a book or something. I don't know. I mean, you would think after all these years, like, you would know that just isn't the way it works. So I felt bad for him. So of course I gave it to him, but so
it worked.
I mean, it didn't work. But
so
what
he learned.
Listen, I didn't want him to have a bad day, and it was just, we talked about it later. So.
Well, my wife doesn't care how many bad days I have. Anyway, so what he learned is if he whips it out and just shakes it around,
that didn't do it.
It's going to happen every single time.
I just felt
whether
bad
you're turned on or not, because you're going to feel bad. And at the end of the day, he doesn't care.
He was obviously stressed and he needed some love. So I don't know, Sarah, does that do it for you? Like, you just seeing I don't know, y'all's relationship.
The answer is yes.
Y'all are younger, but they're younger and they're different, and I don't know. What does he do to get you in the mood? Cue the music.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Not even. He's so cute. Like, he really is the best, honestly. And he does kind of the same thing, honestly. And I'm not saying it's, and that's just a man thing, I think.
Yeah, they just want you to
just a man thing? Like,
So I've heard of this happening before. I do not. I'm too afraid to do that.
What do you mean afraid?
My wife is very, very liberal. I'm a little bit liberal. My wife is very liberal and like women's empowerment and feminism, and I can do anything that a man can do. Okay. And then I'm like, well, can you whip it out and shake it? And of course the answer is no. But no, that is not my mating call. My mating call is more verbal. I will turn anything she says into like a dick joke. Like she'll say like, my throat's dry, and I'm like, I know what can make it not dry.
He does that too.
That's like my mating call. Or like, my dick in your face. Like that's me taking it out and,
do you need a
shaking
facial?
it all around.
I can give you one.
Yeah, I've got you. You want a face pirate? Arr. So
I've never heard that.
Go back and listen to episode 98 with Carlos Navarro.
That's great. 98. Hold on, I'm gonna write that down.
There you go. Right. But it never works. It never works. I think I am disgusted by the male genitalia. I don't think it's, I was like, I don't know how anybody could be attracted to this. It's just this thing that has a mind of its own, literally.
It's like, I'm with you there. I love my husband.
Spill the beans.
It's just not, and none of it is like, even ours. Like, I just don't think they could have made it better. They could have made it better. Like, why? I feel like I could have designed things a lot better. Why couldn't I have been the designer of genitalia? I mean, maybe that's my calling. Maybe I'm going to redesign.
You're going to redesign vaginas.
And penises, dicks, whatever.
What would you make them look like? If you're going to redesign the vagina and the penis, what are you going to design them to look like?
That's so true. I don't know.
Sarah, any ideas? You guys can go into business together.
I mean, a beautiful.
I like my husband's.
Well, maybe.
Sorry, guys. I hate to be that person.
No, good. That's good. I just have always been like, they're just, like you said, Scott, it's just like a thing there, and the balls just droop and hang. And well, of course, y'all are young again, and I don't know, maybe they don't droop and hang, but
no, they all droop and hang. That's not something that just.
He tells me they
time.
Didn't used to droop that much, and I'm like, to 9 years ago, I feel like they were still drooping.
At least he's got two.
So you ask him, he has none now, but whatever.
Well, yeah, our wives all have those. Yeah, so I like the thought of me then presenting that for my wife just doesn't excite me, and therefore I don't think it would excite her.
So what gets you there? What does she like? What
gets me there?
Like, what does she love? Like, what do you do to make her want you? Cut
her off at the perfect amount of alcohol.
Oh, Lord.
Not too much, not too little.
I mean, I won't lie. Alcohol sometimes does make things it makes things a little more exciting sometimes. I mean,
sloppy.
Sloppy. That's true. But yeah.
All right. Well, but maybe I'll try. Maybe she'll like if I whip it out and play with it. Maybe I'm using the wrong mating call. I'll try it one time and then it'll get cut off. Mm-hmm. I've tried the naked man. That doesn't work. No. I've gotten laughed at for the naked man.
He's going to blame us in the ladies group chat later.
It's okay.
Absolutely.
It's totally okay. Listen, I'm telling you, I don't like it. So if she doesn't, I can't. I just wanted him to have a good day, Scott. That's all. That's what it is.
Well, good for you. Good for you.
But then he got an ugly text on the way to work. Okay.
Oh, like, don't you ever whip it out like that again? Was that the ugly text?
I'm pretty sure I said something like, after all these years, you really think that that's the way to get me in the mood? Like, I was like, you know what? I'm done.
It worked.
I'm done. No,
It worked.
It was pity.
It was pity sex. Yes.
I'll take pity sex. I will take pity
See,
sex.
that's what sucks about men. You will take pity sex, and I don't want. Well, I will never get pity sex because all men want to have sex, but whatever.
No, it's just called sex.
And it's
You're not
just
going to
not
get pity. You're not going to get pity sex. It's just called sex.
Well,
like
and
it's just going to happen because
you feel like you're just. I felt used, Scott. I just felt used. Sarah, do you understand that? Like, I just felt he could have just woke up early and rubbed it out. Like, why did he need to wait to whip it out and come, like just take care of
Because
it?
at the end of the day, they're still 13-year-old boys, you know?
Yeah, it's true.
They really are.
Because even with his last thing that he needed to do to send it off, he didn't want to do it by himself. And I was like, who are you? Like,
I don't blame him.
I mean, that's cute, but
It's different. It's different.
Yeah.
It's different. Because, okay, the hand never tells us no. Okay. We don't have to work for the hand's affection.
Yeah.
The hand is there whenever. It's no fun. There's no challenge. There's no, there's nothing.
Warmth.
There's no emotion. There's no warmth. There's no emotion.
There's no
The hand
noises other
definitely
than
doesn't
your
have
own.
No noises. The hand definitely doesn't have boobs to play with beforehand.
That's true.
So
I know. I get it, I guess. It's more for like a young teenage guy. Like that's more of a, I don't know. Ugh, I have one of those coming up. I don't want to think
all right.
about
Well,
that.
in the last couple minutes we have Miranda, you had a game you wanted to play with us. Pick the best one because we have time for one.
One, you told me several. Shoot.
Well, you hold on to them for another time.
Okay, let me see. What's the best one? All right. How about I do a couple questions from each? Can I do that? Let's try this. All right, I'm going to do a would you rather. Okay.
Okay.
All right. This one made me laugh. Oh, okay.
This is Would You Rather Ladies Edition.
Well, sort of, but yes.
Oh.
But yes. All right. I was laughing when I said, would you rather your partner accidentally call you their ex's name during sex or I know, Sarah, or moan your best friend's name by mistake?
Oh,
How hard is that?
wow. Oh, wow.
I know. Oh my gosh.
Sarah, do you need time to think? Because I know my answer.
I'd go with the first one.
You'd rather your partner
The ex?
call you
Well,
their exes?
The ex or the best friend?
Wait.
Which one's
Wait.
hotter?
My best friend is my husband.
Oh,
here
so
we
if he
go.
just says
Here we
his
go.
own name, then you're like, that's fine.
Yeah, it'd be weird, but
You could handle
it's
it without
better
killing
than-
somebody.
it's better than the other option.
Well, and because your other best friend is his sister, so
Yeah, that'd be weird.
Well, let
It'd
me
be him.
just-
He's my best friend. I don't have any other friends. Unless it was you, Scott.
Lewis could be saying my name. You never know. You never know.
Well, that'd still be less insulting.
All right.
For me, it's definitely the ex because that's it's something. I mean, maybe not at this point in our marriage because we've been together for 10 years now.
Yeah.
But like at the beginning, if she accidentally said her ex's name, like, okay, it was she was with him for 10 years. Like, it's just something that she's used to. When talking about my wife now, I have on this podcast referred to her as Sarah because that was the name of my ex.
Oh.
And then also my ex after my ex. I had two
What?
different exes named Sarah back to back.
Wow. You like Sarah's, huh?
Apparently.
Here I am.
And that now, yeah, Sarah, that's why you're here.
Thanks.
Just love Sarah's.
I got a job that way too once, you know.
Really?
There you go. You do what you do.
So yeah, I would go with the ex. Now, I don't know. Like, if it happened now, first of all, it would never happen now with her ex. But if she like called out Chris's name, I think at this point it would spawn conversations like, "Hey, are you interested in an open marriage? Like, what do you want to talk about here?"
And would you be interested in a
No,
okay.
no.
Just want to make sure.
No, for comedy, yes. In real life, no.
For comedy, yes. Okay, so you're saying your best friend and you're saying your ex.
I'm saying the ex.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm definitely going with the ex because his ex is dead. So, my best friend is not, and she's attractive. So we're going to go with the ex. As bad as that sounds.
What a turn.
I know, right? Crazy. Yes, she's dead. So.
Shit. Plot twist. Major plot twist.
Plot twist, yeah. He could say his ex's name. Oh, okay. Well, that's really nice. Yeah, she's dead. She's super dead.
It sounds terrible, but it wouldn't, like, I wouldn't be worried, like, oh, he's gonna call her.
Ex.
He's not. So.
He's not gonna call her.
He's not gonna call her. It's sad. Anyway, moving on. All right, let's do oh no, she didn't, or did she?
Okay.
All right. So a woman pranked her sister who has 5 kids already. She swapped her negative pregnancy test for a positive one. Her sister then fainted, fell over the coffee table, and broke her nose. Did she or didn't she?
Switch the pregnancy test or break the nose?
Like, is this a true story? Did this really happen or did it not?
I could 100 in the days of prank videos. I can 100% see this happening. I say yes, it's true.
You say
I
yes.
agree.
It's fake, but you're right. Like, I've seen stuff like that all the time. Wow. I know. I thought when I was putting it, I was like, that sounds real.
I'd feel
Nope. So let's see. All right. Do we want to do who's the bitch or another?
Who's the bitch? Yeah, let's do one who's the bitch.
Okay.
I like this.
All right, hold on. This one's good. All right. All right. So on their anniversary, David forgot to plan anything at all. His wife, Monica, had gotten a babysitter. She made reservations, shaved everything, and wore the pre-kid underwear. If you know what I mean.
Oh, okay.
When he came home with a grocery store bouquet and said, "Let's just chill at home, babe," she canceled the babysitter and told him to babysit himself. She went out alone, posted a boomerang clinking cocktails with the caption, "Still married, just not to disappointment tonight." Who's the bitch? Monica for going solo savage, Dave for forgetting one damn date, or the internet for giving her the perfect caption? That's awesome. I love it. What do you think?
Sarah, go ahead.
He is. I mean, he remembered, I guess. And I don't care where my flowers come from. I think it's sweet no matter what. But after seeing how much effort she put into the evening, it's him. He's the bitch.
Yeah, I mean, unless he was cooking and see her. He wasn't cooking.
Right. Like, you know, if he was like, "Listen, babe, let's stay home because I planned this beautiful dinner that I wanted to cook for you and this and that." Okay. You know, whatever.
Yeah, I could see that. Romance
but
at
then
home.
Somebody better be on the front door waiting to pick up the kids.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
I'm with you.
Clearly, this bitch has way too much time on her hand.
Oh my gosh.
Clearly,
she's not a girl's girl, you know?
She doesn't work. So she had the time to arrange a babysitter, to do all the shavings and stuff. To do all the shavings and stuff. Maybe he had a hard day at work. Maybe someone got fired. Someone close to him got fired. Maybe he had a party of 20 come in unannounced and stay for 3 hours. You never know. He could have he just needed to relax. It was a tough day.
Is that her fault, Scott? Is that her fault? She went and got everything waxed.
Maybe she should have discussed with him, "Hey, it's our anniversary. Would you like to go out or stay in?" I mean, I have conversations with my wife. Hey, we don't like surprise each other on our anniversary, like, except for like the little gifts. But if we're going to go do something, we plan it together.
Right. But everybody's
it's a joint
different
decision.
You know, maybe she just thought it's special. He's going to do something.
But also, I think he's gay.
Well, there's always that.
Because there are certain days in a man's life in the calendar year where there are guaranteed sex.
Does it end with a Y? Just wondering.
Anniversaries are one of them. anniversary and birthday are the two guarantees. I thought it was Father's Day, but apparently, no, you're not my dad. So I don't need to put like, that's what I got. Anyway, but anniversary and birthday. And if you play your cards right, Valentine's Day. So I think he's gay for not putting 2 and 2 together. If that's what she wanted to do, that's what you do regardless. So he's gay.
He's gay. Okay. I like your answer. That's good. That works. So
that was fun.
So he's a bitch either way.
He's a bitch. Yeah, he's a bitch either way. He's a bitch either way.
Gotcha. Okay.
Well, this was fun ladies night. We'll have to do this again. We'll send the boys out and it'll just be our... Let me tell you something. I did not have on my bingo card how much sex we were going to be talking about.
Sorry.
Because I didn't think women talk about sex.
Oh, we do.
But
Yeah, we do.
A lot.
But here we are. You got anything fun and exciting with the kids going on this week?
After all the sex, what's going on with the kids? Sarah?
You're going to the creek again?
We always go to the creek. We went there yesterday and started storming on us again.
What do you do when you're at the creek?
My husband's a history buff, so he's always scouting for like lost treasure and arrowheads. Yeah, so he's gotten me where I'm always looking down at the ground and like trying to find things too, because I just
Does he
want to
have
like.
a metal detector?
He does. So anytime we go anywhere like that, he has a metal detector. But the kids are just having fun, getting in. In the water and wet and stuff. And I got Caden a little boat, electronic boat, and he just like drives it around. And
how big is this creek?
It's a good size. I mean, I don't know. I'd have to send it. It's in my videos on TikTok.
Okay.
So.
We can't go into the water here in Florida.
Well, no.
Snakes and
There's
gators and
all that
amoebas and
scary stuff. So no, there's just little bitty. He calls them little lobsters, little crawdads, little crawfish.
Okay.
Crawdads. So.
Do you cook them?
No, I don't want that. But yeah, no. So tomorrow's the booby appointment. Thursday, I'm getting my second wax. Woo!
Nice.
Yeah. And then 4th of July, which we're gonna have a big old party. So I'm excited for that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sarah, what about you?
Same old stuff. I work for all the holidays.
No, work weekends, yeah.
Yeah, so like there's no time. But we've been going to we went to the Disney water parks. We bought the water park passes.
Oh, nice.
That's fun.
So I'm trying to get like a real tan, not when I have to get out of a bottle.
Me too.
So I'm working on that. So maybe we'll do something.
I feel you.
I'm about 10 pounds away, and we also have the water park pass. So maybe we'll do a water park day with you guys sometime.
Oh, yeah.
Wait,
that's
so
awesome.
Just to clarify, you have to lose 10 pounds before you'll go? Is that what you're saying?
I'd like to.
You can go.
I can go, but then people would be like, I thought we were at Disney, not SeaWorld.
Wow, that is so stupid. That is not true. You're silly.
I am up to 20 pounds of total weight loss since this whole near-death experience.
Scott is kicking ass.
happened.
He's doing amazing.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Yeah.
I don't think I have anything going, but it's summer, so Abby's going to go to her mom's for 4th of July. Okay. And then we are going to go to Test Track previews at Epcot. So we're excited about that. And then she's going to like Tennessee for like a month.
Wait, what?
She's got family from her mom's side in like Indiana and Tennessee. So she goes there for part of the summer.
Okay. What part of Tennessee? Like East Tennessee, West?
Nashville.
Oh, well, okay, we'll have to see her.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll give her your number.
Yeah, you should. I'll show her around.
Where can our listeners find you?
On the TikTok and I tried to change it earlier, but it's been a pain in the butt. Rander_Renee, and it's RENEE.
Sarah?
You can find me on the TikTok at hi_I'm just Sarah.
And you can connect with all of us right there on our website, nonewfriendspodcast.com. While you're there, check out our really sweet merchandise. Also, join our clubhouse, become a friend with benefits. That's our Patreon. For as low as $2 a month, you can have all sorts of exclusive access. Cutting room floor, including Chris's really funny phone call with a scammer that he had right before we started the show last week, as well as early release, exclusive access, all that kind of stuff. Make sure you vote for us, Orlando Weekly's Best of Orlando competition under the category Local Notables, Best Local Podcast. That's vote.orlandoweekly.com. And if you listen to us on Spotify or Apple, please make sure you leave us a 5-star rating or a review. That really helps us out. Leave comments on Spotify. And then also, we usually stream this thing live on the YouTube every single week, Monday nights at about 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We didn't this week because Chris isn't here and I don't know how to do it.
But it would have been awesome.
It would have been awesome for Ladies Night. On behalf of our producer, Alex, the wise man, Darren.com, Miranda, Nick, Chris, Sarah, Darren, me, I'm Scott. Thank you so much for listening. All of us. We'll see you next time.
See you later, poopy bus.
Only friends, just the old and the bold. In the world of chaos, we're the ones who hold. Scott, Chris, Sarah, and Nick, a tale to be told. Welcome to the podcast where adulting unfolds. Where adulting unfolds.